7, 1 to 13. So after these things where he talked about how people should partake of his he is the living bread and the living water, people, and like talk about his flesh and his blood, people rejected him, his disciple walked away. Then Jesus was walking in Galilee. He was unwilling to walk in Judea because the Jews were seeking to kill him. Not already very early on in his ministry, maybe because they believe he blasphemed. And then, so we see that outwardly the people were trying to kill him, people were rejecting him, and then inwardly, not even his brothers believe him. They were saying, "Oh, you should do the miracles and show yourself to the world publicly. Go, go to Judea because you are trying to be known publicly." But that wasn't Jesus' intention. He said that his time has not yet fully arrived. So he's working on God's timetable. And he said that the world cannot hate you, which is interesting. But it hates Jesus because I testify about it and that its deeds are evil. And so his brother was telling him to go up to this feast, the feast of the Jews, the feast of the booths, in Judea. Then he stayed in Galilee, but then when his brother had gone up, then he went up secretly. However, he was then he then spoke in the temple. However, I skip ahead of myself. He actually went up and he heard people talking about him in secret, though, because of the fear of the Jews. So I guess the Jewish leaders. So I guess they didn't want his name to be spread. So that's very interesting. I read the Bible from cover to cover before, but I don't know why only in this NASB version that I start to see all these details that was talked about his brothers. And I never remember like the Jews like wanting to kill him early on. I always thought that it was towards the end, that they were pretty nice to him until kind of like near the end. So, wow. But interesting.